I'm Anthony. Thank you, Esteban, for that lovely introduction. I'm really glad that we're talking about two different types. Okay, so today I'm talking about blackface minstrelsy. Although it isn't by any means the most racially sensitive topic, it is a form of performance in history that cannot be ignored. There have been traces of actors in blackface dating as far back as the 1600s, but minstrel shows rose to greater prominence around 1828 because of, next slide, Jim Crow, who was a character created by Thomas Rice. Thomas Rice blackened his face with charcoal paste or burnt cork to create this character. The popular song Jump Jim Crow was also created. This was before the minstrel shows really started becoming a popular form of theater, and Thomas Rice was in demand all over the country, often performing to sold-out audiences and even traveling in Europe. Another popular character, Zip Coon, created by George Dixon in 1834, made a mockery of freed slaves. He spoke in puns and cracked jokes that undermined his sophisticated look and attitude. So it was basically saying how they tried to seem sophisticated but really weren't. Other popular characters included Mammy, who's at the top, which is an early form, also known today as Aunt Jemima. Uncle Tom, known in the food industry as Uncle Ben, who makes rice bowls. And Pickaninnies, the most well-known blackface characters today. They had bulging eyes, unkempt hair, and big lips, and they ate a lot of wine, is how they were depicted. These characters performed jokes, songs, dances, and skits that imitated the negative black stereotypes of the time, but were still the most popular form of performance in America until the late 1800s. The minstrel shows usually consisted of 3 parts. In the first part, the performers would march on stage playing an overture with various instruments, exchanging jokes and song and dance routines. The second part consisted of what was known as stump speech, which was derived from the character of Zip Coon. It would feature a person like giving a weather report, people talking about how their day was, but they would speak in broken speech, like trying to speak sophisticated but sounding ignorant and stupid, because that's how they wanted to portray. When Uncle Tom, the third part would consist of a one-act play, which depicted life in a plantation as happy-go-lucky, and when Uncle Tom's Cabin was released, it was adapted so that they could do it in a one-act. So there's a lot of negative things that can be said about blackface minstrelsy, but many historians agree that some positivity came out of it, if there's light at the end of the tunnel. In a PBS special, a historian basically says, on stage you had white performers saying, we accept this type of music, we accept this type of thing that's going on. And then black people were allowed to perform in blackface, and slowly they made a change about it, changing the stereotypes. So it ended in the mid 20th century with the civil rights movement, and I think I'll just cut it there. And there's a QuickTime video that doesn't work, and source it. Yay.